3, 2, 1, Sporty.
To Maureen Ladder, who's supplying the afternoon tea. We've got some beautiful slices in there, but they tell me last time, Maureen, which I wasn't here, there was cream puffs. I'm just trying to work out why there wasn't cream puffs this week. I'm bloody bit excited. The boys have been bragging about how good they were, so I'm a bit disappointed there's no cream puffs here, but anyway.
Very good. You just asked the scorer. I think you might have had a few.
No, the scorer's already too deep now too. He's not waiting for the commentary team. He's hooking right in. Young log, he's fresh off Marlene's, so he knows all about good slices. He's into it. Can smell them before you open the container.
Anyway, back to the footy spot.
Yeah, while we're on the footy, we'll get talking last night, Baz. Obviously, managed to sneak down and watch Collingwood play Carlton at the MCG last night, and I got talking to Buddy Hughesy, funny man Hughesy, after the game, and he said he couldn't believe the amount of Collingwood people getting stuck into him about leaving at three-quarter time. And he said, look, to be fair, he said even our own side left at half-time, and that's pretty much what happened. Carlton didn't fire a shot, mate.
No, disappointing, I think.
I couldn't believe you just kicked the last 3 or 4 goals to get it back to bloody 50 or 60 points. It looked like it was going to be 100 for a little while.
Anyway, let's not talk about that.
That does happen. A little bit disappointing crowd, actually. Was it a Carlton home game? There seemed to be a lot more Collingwood people in there than Carlton, and there's big areas where Collingwood was full in stands, and bugger all where the Melbourne ones were. So anyway, and Carlton ones were, but anyway, that happens. Now, I was standing still and here we are. Around the body, and he's kicked one behind.
Isn't that amazing how you can come good when the ball lobs in your hands?
Laurie Angwin, that one. He limps off like he's broken his leg in 3 places and then sprints the next 10 yards after the ball comes near him. But
with a bung note. Yeah.
Another Carlton, Carlton great, Barry. Went number 5 in the draft, I believe. Carlton's ruckman. Played in our seconds grand final in the very first game, I believe.
Davey, it is to Cox. Cox deep in the back pocket. He looks for his option, looking for Hullen. Hullen's out position, grabbed by Hampton. Hampton dodges and weaves back to Blake Smith. Smith grabs it, kicks it to the near side wing to nobody, and she's bounced over. Well, they've missed it, and it's over the boundary line again.
I think somebody who got a rub down it before the game has managed to smother a bit of oil over that ball, because no one's actually taken clean possession so far. Looks like a hot footy.
Smith and Wacklavoo, is it? Yep, Smith wins it. Meads, kick smothered. Greg's over the top, he can't gather. Grabbed by Robinvale, he's wrapped up by 3 Kangas players.
Like I said there, you don't see Greg fumble too often. Ball gets kicked high. Summerhays got 2 hands the middle back. Great mark by Summerhays.
Well,
yep. Well done it. Oh. Boy, look at them, they're still fumbling. There's something wrong with that football. I need to... Gets a kick. Headley does. Kicks it forward. Fumble. Hand in there. Oh, and that has just been missed to the near side.
They've got a good little running brigade there. Robinvale kicked in by Davey. Headley leads and gets that far back pocket, or the near back pocket, goes over the top, finds Sam Mead. The black flank here. He's got to move it on. He's going to come down looking for Hullen, but...
well done.
This bloke was one of their better players last time we played them, so he's pretty confident having a shot from 45.
He struck it good. He struck that good, and that goes down to 1.
He knows what he's doing this time too, Jaden Magro.
Been a hot footy so far for the few minutes we've had here. There hasn't been... Well, obviously Robinvale got their running game going once the ball's out in the open, but when it's in tight, it's seems to be a lot of fumbling going on. Niall gets his first run into the ground.
Smith and Wacklavoo. Wacklavoo it is, but only as far as Mead. Oh, grabbed by Mensch, was it?
Good talk.
Yeah. Ryan Monaghan kicks it out in front of Tate. Isn't it well? They're handing it well around well anyway. Stripped it. Mead gets a kick forward.
Was it out of bounds?
Yep.
Jesus, Joe, your bloody son lost a couple of yards the last couple of weeks, has he? He's real quick at it there. He's still on a dicky knee or not? No. So his knee's still not. Oh, there. Round the corner, Headley. Hacks it. Get there. His second effort was all right, and the umpire will throw that up. His hand in the... Okay.
Neither right.
Ball gets kicked out wide as far as Smith.
It's the dummy.
Oh, dummy. Oh, it's a beautiful kick to his brother. Oh, geez, he's done a good job to get a hand on that. Still got time. Gets the left foot one around the corner looking for Tate. She's TGP to TGP to TGP. Come in from the top. The ball will get thrown up once again. Out 45 out at a 45-degree angle from Ouyen United. The ruckman will go out at 1 by Robinvale again. Greg's got it, looking for that left foot. Almost on it, Simon Brown. Little dummy. Goes back to the right foot. Greg gets a little quick kick round the corner and finds Sunraysia.
There you go.
I think we'll say he's seen him, but I'm just not sure he had time to.
Yeah, but it was the kick forward and it just happened to land in the right spot, so...
Sunraysia's not known for his goal kicker. I'm not sure how he goes from here, Steve.
No, pretty good. I'll back him in on this
Bit of breeze coming at us. It won't be an easy kick still.
He'll have it. No worries at all.
Nice kick. Steve called it. Sausage roll. 1 to Sunraysia. 1 to Ouyen United. One goal, 1 here at Blackburn Park.
Liam Bond into the ruck.
Into the ruck, yep. Joe, the cameraman, and the scorer have eaten 2 more bits of slice each, Maureen, so they're gone just about. An empty packet left for Steve and I.
That's about right. I was doing too much yelling downstairs for the seconds, mate. I got a bit worked up.
Well, I got to remind the eggs did come from Ronnie Greggy, donated the eggs. Oh, Bondi with a good tap, only as far as Robinvale. Hacked around the corner, bad bounce, going to bounce all over the shop. It goes almost to the goal line and gets that much of a run up. Good tackle there. Around the corner, chips it wide. Nobody's really in the box seat, are they? Yeah, Robinvale are.
Nice kick.
Hurried kick on the left, but a little bit too close to the inside post. One behind.
Nath Davey goes short for Cox, but he's cut off. Gee whiz. There's a bit of pressure.
Oh.
Young Harry Scott.
Throw.
And Leon Johnson patted the ball, which is a throw, but umpire didn't see it, and it's a goal to Robinvale.
Which one kicked it, Steve? Was it 44 or the other?
Yeah, little bloke.
44, yep. In, was it Luch, L-U-D-I-C-H,
wait for him
Luch?
to turn around. Wait for him to turn around.
That's what I'm marking him down for, so whether he has or not, he gets a goal next week's paper. Ludica, is that how you say it?
If that's the number,
Ludica,
I'm waiting for him to turn around. But
the only time he'll be turning around when he has his next shot for goal, so we don't want that to happen. Happy to look at the front of him for a little while. Liam Vines won the last struck contest. Be nice to see him get up and win another one. Greg into the middle. Who did I say?
Liam Vine, another big bloke. Yeah.
Another big bloke, but not quite the same height. Get up there, Bondi. Oh, 0-0 draw with that one. Get up again, go young fella.
Well gathered there, boy. Matesta, or Mesatesta.
Brown's got it. Kicks it forward. No one quite gets the mark. Scoop's got it, puts his head over it, spins out of trouble. Then runs through, sells a dummy. Good handball there by Ouyen United.
Boys. Oh, no.
Jesus, put him under pressure. Monaghan can't quite get the tackle, and we've lost it again after 4 or 5 good, quick possessions. Who's peeling off after that? Simon Brown can't quite get there. He's a bit fragile with his bumps now after he got rubbed out for 2 weeks for a routine bump.
Oh, Gill takes one in front of Oscar Smith. Goes on his left boot, looking for Johnson. Punched by Davey. Back in over it is our little man. Oh, Harry Scott's giving him one for his money. Grabbed by Timmy Gloucester. The hands over to Ben Niall. He's going to get caught.
And should be penalised.
Yep.
And isn't. I think he had an opportunity. He tried to free the arms for my mind. That's your opportunity gone, but
just getting used to the bit higher speed of the
exactly
senior footy. But he's backing over it again, so he's not put off. Johnson's grabbed it though for Robinvale. He punches it in towards the danger zone.
Cox goes to the ground, tries to get his arm on it, still in there fighting. Josh Gregg gets it out as far as Cox. The ball smothered off his boot and will be thrown in right in front of where the Dick McGuinness stand used to be. Well, McGuinness, fresh off 6 goals in 1990 grand final. Actually, Stephen, who else kicked 6 goals in 1990 grand final? That's right, Essendon did against Collingwood.
Oh, God, here we go.
1990, great year.
Can we just let that go, Collingwood, please?
Throw in by the boundary umpire. Ruckman go at it. Gilly gets a tap over the back of his head, only as far as United. Hampton got it out to Smith. Smith hasn't got much of the way of targets. Rosie gets the half volley and can't quite get it. Quick handball out. Boys are going in. Oh, that's nearly a free kick. Lucky not to get that one given. It's hacked to centre forward, to full forward. Can't quite take the mark. Oh, he runs around. Good footwork from the big fella. And no, he can't quite get there. And Camara has got it. Probably 10 or 12 metres. Oh no, 15 metres directly. I'm going to call it directly in front. He's got about 5 degrees, 10 degree angle.
Matthew Camera. That's how you'd say.
Went past a few cameras in the last. I've been to Warrell and back in the last 48 hours. But geez, there's been some cameras.
Yeah, well, just don't talk about it. Oh,
nice goal.
Didn't look that confident. He just looked a bit relaxed actually. But he's got a goal. Kangas need to arrest the ascendancy.
I'll tell you what, Steve, we had a very big lead in today in today's match, and I forgot to do all my housekeeping. We're sponsored by Filming Footy, Dartfish, Sports Interactive, Radio, River Radio, the Mildura Gateway and Custom ORTC. So I did fail to mention that at the start of the game, so I do apologise to those sponsors of today.
Well done. Liam Bond and Wack Lavoo. Ruck work. Can the Kangas get it out? Headley, Gregg and Hampton. No, Robinvale grab it. Back to Wacklavoo, gets the quick kick. Oh, well trapped by Davey. He gets the hands off to Gregg, who swings around, gets the hands to Hampton. Hampton, he's tackled, but he gets...
I think he's actually meant that.
He heard the voice of Tom Wisniewski, whose booming voice. He gets a beautiful dummy and goes back to Hampton. Well done, Wisniewski. I think he come off the bench.
There's a couple of pretty good bits of work there.
Hampton goes short, but she's underground. Too short for Sam Mead. Grabbed by Robinvale. They get the L1-2-3 out the back, and the Ruckman Wacklavoo kicks it nicely out to their number 51 in Balsomi. He goes a big long kick down to one of the Mezzatesters, is it? 24, I think it's...
Yep.
No, it's Jimmy Zapier.
Oh, is it?
He goes looking for Ethan Gill, who takes it on the far forward flank for Robinvale. The big left footer looking for Leon Johnson, spoilt by Cox. Over the back was Magro. Oh, geez, they're sweeping well here, Robinvale. Bit of pressure though by the Kangas, and Cox gives her the big socker out to the 50. Tate Hullen leads in the race. Can he spin around? He waits, looks for Liam Bond in the middle. Good set of hands, the young kid. He's only about 17, I think, if he's lucky. Yes, he is. He goes short, lowers the eyes, looking for Sam Mead. He's spoilt by Zapier again. Ryan Monaghan over the top of it. Gee, I don't mind the thing. He had prior. I'm sorry, number 24. James Zapier.
That's 50. Prior. That is 50. He's in the road.
Yeah. Lonnie Hampton comes near side wing. Tate Hulland sucks him in. He goes short again. Can he get the whiz? No. Punched away from him. Zapier it is. He gathered, sells the dummy to Bond, goes on his left foot looking for Gill, but it's over his head. Davey will mop this up. No. Oscar Smith. Oh, look at that. Ball on a string. Yo-yo. Davey across to Morris. Morris has missed Harry Scott. Grabbed by Magro, or he's overrun it too. Jeez. Oh, well smothered by Oscar Smith.
And he's grabbed him from the ground.
Yeah, with his legs too. I mean, might have. It's held up. Centre forward for Robinvale.
You can't tackle below the knee, but there's nothing you can't tackle with the knee. So.
Yeah, I think he might have grabbed him in the old knee grip.
Choker hold.
Yeah, Bond wins that ruck. He's going all right. Well done by Ryan Monaghan to Sam Mead. Gets Tate Hullen by himself at the 50. He goes for home. Looking for Peak.
He didn't even try to. He just stuck the mid out and it stuck in.
He was second fiddle, but somehow he got himself in front.
And the umpire's call that was inside the square, so he's going to go directly in front.
Is that how it works?
Yep. When the mark's inside the square.
How dare I even question your knowledge of football?
Well, apparently I've got a few things wrong. I'm not up with the times, I think was the report when I got my week ban.
Oh, your week ban. You should have got 6 months.
Self-imposed. Well done, to Zachy Peak.
That was good by the Kangas.
I don't know how Tate got so far out on his own there.
Yeah. He's had Braden Turner on him, but I think he's got 35 in Travis Buckle on him at the minute. That was good stuff by Oscar Smith and Nath Davey. Ryan Monaghan through the middle. That was pretty good footy. Kangas are now 2 goals 12. Robinvale 3-3-21. That's all right. Smith and Wacklavoo. Roved best by Baxter Mensch, who's going to take some stopping too. Harry Scott just gets one quick hand in there. Jim Valance is in there. They're sharing it around Robinvale here. They're pretty confident. They go in, Davey in front, but it's over the top of him. Oscar Smith leads the charge. Oh, he's tackled by Johnson. Oh, gets a kick out. Yeah,
he's trying to kick a goal.
Yeah, well, he had to do something because he had no hands.
He had to get the boot on it. You did right. Boundary umpire will throw it in. Forward pocket for Robinvale United. Will get thrown up. Really, only both players were hitting it that direction. And we'll go into the boundary line and we'll go thrown in once again, Stephen. Bit of a dull part of the quarter. Only 18 minutes gone, be plenty to go yet. Ball goes over the top.
Oh, Ben Nile, sorry.
Comes out with it. Good little shepherd by Scoop to give him that little bit of breathing space.
He'll know all about the heat of battle in the seniors now. He's getting a good taste of it. Cox over the top, but no good grab by.
Here's a point.
Mensch, was it? Yep. In the long sleeves. You don't want to let him off the chain or give him any more than about 2 centimetres, I don't think, and he'll take it. I think Tommy Headley might have the job on him at the minute. I see Braden Turner's gone on to Josh Gregg, who was starting to find a bit of the ball, so
well, football's got to come from the car park. Probably had some Carlton supporter tucked it under his jumper, started heading for home, I'd say. Anyway, it's come back. Yeah, looking for Smith out wide. Oh, well punched away there by Turner. And it's out of bounds right in front of the tuck shop. Now, I'm not sure who made the soup today, Stephen, but bloody nice.
I had both of them myself.
I only got the pumpkin one. The other one was gone by the time I got here. But very nice.
As well.
Well done, ladies.
They never let us down.
Ball gets thrown in. 2 ruckmen go at it. No one really touches that, I don't think. And holding the man was grabbed just before he got to the footy, which I think was probably there. Well spoilt there by Gloucester. Big punch forward. Handball goes out wide. Josh Gregg's got it now on his trusty left. Pulls a kick in beautifully to Headley. Takes a mark in a bit of space. There's not much on offer here for Ouyen United.
Big Anderson coming through.
No, big long one going for Tate. He's got a 1-on-4.
Out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds in the full, I believe.
Yep. We've got to have someone on this bloke here.
Oh, it's a nice kick. Joe, the cameraman's got his belly sticking right out after about 30 slices. We can't see past him. Baz, you want to call this little bit? We can't quite see.
I think he's going to have to be careful with his consumption of slices, I reckon.
or he's going to have to bring a buddy, like a sponge cake type box next week, because the scorer and the cameraman's devour them. They didn't even chew them.
It's quite sad to see a bloke that was such a great sportsman let himself go like that.
Well, I did see this morning the dad's bod's back. That's apparently in a few countries with the dad's bod, so he's back in it. And the buddy, little bit of a bell. Oh, behind the stick. He's had a buddy shot from a long way out there.
Oh, it's hard. Nah, when you've got a physique like us, mate, it's pretty easy to be critical of others.
I'll tell you what, the way Carlton were going last night, I reckon he'd still get a game for him. I still reckon he'd get there. Poor old Bossy nearly in tears on the interview last night.
Poor bugger.
But he can't put his boots on and do anything about it. He'd get a kick too, I reckon. Gets kicked out wide. Oh, well done to Smith. Yeah. Makes a good ball right on the 50-metre mark. In front of the Dick McGuinness stand, the ex-Dick McGuinness stand, or in front of Spilt Milk. Chips it, get underneath that and play fair to Gracie, which hasn't had a lot of the football up until now.
He's on the field anyway.
Yeah.
Joel Grace it is. The back 50. Goes looking for Hullen, but it's over the top. Braden Turner takes it for Robinvale. He goes short and finds his man in Mezzatasta. Joseph Mezzatasta. He kicks as long as he can, looking for Johnson. Cox is over the back, the big punch. Wisniewski takes it away as far as Davey. Davey grabs it for the Kangas across to Alex Morris. He comes in board, but it's cut off. It's an uncharacteristic kick from Alex. Goes back, looking for Magro. He picks it up and he goes back out. Who we got for Robinvale? Snaps around the corner. Oh, just touched on the line by Stanley Cox for the Kangas. Geez, they're dangerous if you let them off the hook, some of these blokes.
They've got some good skills when they've got the footy in hand and a bit of time to use it, haven't they?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that last attack in the goal, the movement Robinvale had, Ouyen corralled them very well, but there was lots of movement, whereas when the ball's coming the other way, I don't think there's a lot of movement coming out of Ouyen United, which is something I saw last week too, I thought. That's actually a great kick. That is a really good kick. Oh, he spilled it.
Dropped it. Little short hands, they're well drilled at this department, aren't they? Look at that. That's made us pay. Stanley Cox just spilt what I thought he was going to take.
Who's kicked that one? Missed it.
No, number 51, mate.
51. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that kick out of fullback there from Davies was a bloody ripper. He actually pulled it that little bit, didn't want to kick it too far, but he made sure he got enough height to get over the top. But I think there's a bit of breeze favouring the right of screen.
And while you're poking the stuff at Carlton, did you notice last night that your little mate Dacos got a free kick? Never got paid a free kick, appealed to the umpire, and from then on the umpires just gave him all the free kicks he wanted.
Well, I'll tell you one thing for a charge. They knocked his head off with a bloody head high one, then a knee, and the Carlton crowd were just, oh, freckle duck, you can't touch him, you can't. Got his head knocked off the crowd.
No, it's a setup. I haven't been outside MCG for about 10 years.
That's because we travelled 3 times in the first 5 weeks, Stephen. And all these clubs that have complained about how many home games they haven't got, they've got to stop selling them interstate to make some money.
No.
Oh, too high.
Yeah, Tommy Headley's copped one right in the head.
Right in the eye, I'd suggest. He'll be bloody a bit bunged up over that. Good one for the girls tonight.
He's going to take a free kick right in the centre of the ground. Tom Headley goes forward for Tate Hullen. Oh, well muscled out by Bussell. Bussell bustled him out.
Chips it wide, out to the new part of the wing that got built 5 or 6 years ago. Used to be a bike track, chipped along the line. Headley's going to have to work hard to get to that, and he does. Ball almost goes towards the boundary line, or chipped forward by Robinvale. If it stays in, they're in the van, and it has. It stayed in just, I don't know how. It's gone over the boundary line right in front of the RTG
about 30 metres.
The Hilltop Motel sign and the Valance sign. Lowe's. Ball gets thrown in right in front of the ambulance gate, which is closed, which is not supposed to be. Well taken out of the ruck by Gilly. Snaps around the corner, he's left, and I think he's kicked that.
That's the sort of stuff he can do, or he's done it for a long period of time.
That's LR Quasi, that one. Just grab it out of the ruck and snap it on that boot.
I think I know he's had a lot of injuries, but that's the sort of stuff the big fella can do.
I tell you, the last 4 or 5 times we've played Robinvale, he's just improving that little bit every one of those games. I reckon he's not far off good form. When I say good form, great form he used to play.
Well,
he was a gun.
He's had a lot of knee injuries, and he's still dangerous. And Oscar Smith's the right bloke to have on him just quietly. So see Tate Hullen's dropped back into defence there as a loose man, has he?
You see that ruck contest quite often. That boundary throw-in gets caught short, and Gill's always going to take that with 2 hands and play another kick. There really needs to be someone on the defensive side of that boundary line stopping that, because he does that all the time, and he kicks goals like that all the time. So I reckon United are going to be switched on about that one.
Blake Smith, yes, taps it down. Headley misses it, grabbed by Mensch. He goes round the corner looking for well done. Oscar Smith, good stuff. He beat him to the thing, takes the mark in front. He goes wide looking for Tommy Headley, who put in the big ones and meets it on the far back flank. Good football there, Oscar Smith and Tom Headley. Goes looking for Declan Anderson, takes the big mark out in front of Braden Turner, far wing. He's coming backwards looking for Tom Wisniewski. I don't know about his choice, but Tom comes further inboard back to Tate Hullen, who's now on the back flank. So they're trying to switch it to the fat side, I suppose. Is that what they're trying to do? Hullen goes back towards Joel Grace. Spilt forward, grabbed by Robinvale, and he's met by Declan Anderson over the boundary line.
Right in front of the Karingal contracting sign. Brent Melissa Morish. Ball will get thrown in on the centre wing. Boundary umpires come in a few steps.
Blake Smith, Ethan Gill.
Boundary umpires come in halfway the wing.
That's all right. That's nothing wrong with that, mate.
Good throw in. 2 ruckmen go out. Drops short again.
And have another go.
I think the 2 ruckmen have just got to get closer. Her last 2 throw-ins have been a little bit short. She's come in. She's recognised that. They've just got to come in a bit closer.
They back it up.
Yeah, look at the 2 ruckmen. No one can throw it from the boundary to there. So it's going to be short every time. That's not her fault. That's the ruckman not reading what she's doing there.
There you go, quarter time. Robinvale 5-6-36. United Kangas 2 goals. Unique 12.
Best players so far for the quarter, Stephen?
For the Kangas.
Either side?
Either side. That Mensch out of the middle for Robinvale.
Yep. Turner's had a bit of it.
And little Miss Testa, sorry. For the Kangas, I would be going with the likes of Thomas Headley, Oscar Smith, Nathan Davey.
Yep, I don't think you're far wrong with any of that. Scoop's had a little bit of it, but yeah, been tough for Ouyen United. No one's really hit their straps yet, but
Tate Hullen's been in amongst it, which is good. He's had a good patch the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yep.
So.
Anyway, we'll have a bit of a break here at quarter time, and we'll throw back to the office, Stephen, and we'll come back for the second quarter.
I'll go looking for me piece of slice that's apparently here somewhere.
Apparently it started.
Fire up a little bit early here, just before the second quarter. Apparently not working now. I'll be going up and going, Barry. Apparently the microphones weren't going at the start of the round, and Maureen, I was talking your slices up pretty big time early on, and I've heard a lot about last week how good they were, and obviously Joe the cameraman and Lockie the stats man have been woofing into them. But I've been looking forward to cream puffs all, buddy. These chocolate cream puffs all week.
No way.
And I'll tell you what, I'd open them up, and as much as they've been bloody beautiful, Maureen, I'm thinking they have cream puffs all bloody week. And
you're not getting them.
anyway, Steve and I have had one each, and Joe the cameraman and Lockie the stats man have eaten the bloody rest. We need to bring up something a bit bigger next week. So we did get on to the Pies Collingwood match a little bit earlier too, which we won't need to rehash. Everyone's seen the stats on that, and if not, they can go back and watch the replay.
It is still July too, you've got to remember.
Doesn't matter, you beat Carlton any time of year. I couldn't give a bugger, Steve. You only have to win two games a year. You've got to beat Essendon, got to beat Carlton, the rest does not matter. Like we come last for all I care after those two. Ball gets thrown up the middle. The two ruckmen go at it. One by Robinvale again. Goes out wide. Josh Greg gets a handball over the top, straight to Duck Mead. He hacks it on the boot and gets his 50 metres. Should go over the back, but does. Rosie can't quite make it bounce. He picks it up, gets tackled. He didn't have it. Runs over the top of the ball. Good work by Robinvale to have one go in and the other one stand back, and that's gone high.
Lonnie Hampton over the top.
A bit unfortunate, but that was definitely there. Ball gets kicked long here. Tate's going to have to get up underneath that, and does. Gets a hand on it nicely. Overruns it again. It's a good push in the back, but he'd have got a free kick if he didn't mark it. Chips it sideways. They look pretty impressive here. They've got it, chips it sideways.
Zappia.
Up he goes, chips another nice little ball. They're using the foot skills really, really well here. Ludica.
They're getting possession footy at the moment, Robinvale. Goes inboard.
Yeah, that's a good kick too into Philip. Phil they call him.
Moy, that's the man. Oh, geez, that's a nice kick, and that's Mezzatesta.
A bit awkward on his knee there, the way he just propped up then, but...
Oh, it isn't. It's James Zappia. Got the wrong number. One's 23, one's 24.
That'll be the captain. Pretty confident as soon as he marked that he was going back for a shot.
From 45 metres he'll have to kick. A slight breeze going across him with the wind in the north.
Certainly the toughest side to be kicking goals, I believe. Left the screen.
Left footer. Wobbler.
One behind. So you can't judge a cricket pitch until both sides are battered, Steve, and I think the same thing here. I think certainly left of screen can be harder to kick goals. So if Ouyen United can close it at half time, then we'll have a bit more of an idea where we're all at. Good kick there. Joshy Greg takes a nice uncontested mark. Looks for his left foot, trying to find a target that he can hit without missing. And does. Chips it forward. Throws Headley. Chips it out wide, looking for Scoop. He's looking straight into the sun. Marks it anyway in front of the Elders sign. Wheels around. Looking for Grace and does a nice little juggling mark. Well done, Gracie. They must have a little bit of air out of that football at quarter time. They're starting to mark it a bit better. He chips it straight down the line. Can't do much else. Got plenty of distance out of it. Looking for Zachy Peake. Can't quite get there. Liam Bond with great work for the big fella. Handballed over the top with a bit of a hurry. Oh, that's a great tap behind him. He knew exactly where that was going. That was good footy.
Again. That's your man. He's good through the middle, isn't he?
He is. Looks really good. Oh, that's just an unfortunate bounce. Gets his hand on that. That's a hard ball to be under. It's going sideways. Helicopter kick. Alar Munro from 20 years ago. Backed around the corner. Oh, shit in the box seat here as well. Gilly can't quite get there. Tapped over the top. You know, trying to make the tackle. Ducks trying to close. Can't quite do it. Hand over the back. Chips in the centre half forward. That's a great lowered the eyes beautifully there. That was a really nice kick there, my Metatester. Lowered his eyes nicely and didn't blaze away, and he's picked out his teammate, which I can't quite see his number. Is that bloody Ludica? I'm going to get that wrong all day. I mean, we might just call him Smith for us today.
No, we've got enough Smiths out there now, so don't confuse
Smith, I hope I pronounced that right. I'm not sure if that's even him, actually. I think it is, but...
It's got a 4... Yeah, it's him, all right.
He's a nice kick. He slotted it. That is his second.
Puts a spanner in the works for the Kangas. They need to get up off the floor at the minute.
The old the old third wheel in the commentary box, Stephen. He's a no-show at this stage. He must have...
he had actually had a pretty good game in the tees.
He took a mark and kicked the goal from not very far out. I thought we would have heard about that 20 times by now, but he's not even in the box celebrating, I'd say.
Yeah, he might be in there having a couple of Carlton cans talking about it.
I don't think you'd be able to stop him. He takes him hanging on the night, kicking the goal, name in the paper.
Bond against...
Well, he didn't have that, should have been a free kick.
Grabbed by Tom Headley, he pushes it forward. Alex Morris is cut off. Oh, geez, they've done that well. Robinvale, the quick hands. Suddenly they've got control.
Good
And he
kick.
goes straight in towards Nayland. He goes forward. Looking for Mezzatesta again.
Oh.
Geez, he shook Ryan
And
Monaghan
slotted
off.
that.
Sure
That's
is.
a very talented kick, that.
Little bloke, but he knew what he was doing.
He didn't even have to look, did he? That's the difference between natural forwards and good sportsmen and the rest of us, Stephen. Those guys that are just don't even have to look at the goals. They just know where they are at all times.
Kicked it nicely across the body, didn't he?
Struck it well.
Ryan Monaghan's got some pressure on him now because that bloke's
Another
starting to have some influence. Thank you.
We're a second cup of tea up here at Blackburn Park.
It's a cups of tea up. Liam Bond against Nayland, is it? Alex Morris back to Sam Mead, kicks it forward, a wobbly old punt kick.
Mike Peaky.
Nearly. Oh, he could have dived. I think he could have made that. I needed a
I actually thought
bit
he was
of a
gonna
dive.
One out of bounds,
Perhaps
right
we'll
in front of
blame
the
sun.
right in front of the Dick McGuinness stand. I can hear him cheering Briggsy on from there.
Yeah.
Balls are about to get
William
thrown
Bond
in.
and Nick Nayland. Oh, it drops short again. Nayland wins it. He cuts across the back line. Oh, the quick hand. Geez, they're good at that.
Good tackle. That's
Well
holding the
done.
ball. It's a goal anyway. No, he's missed it.
It's missed it. The big...
No, he's not holding the ball.
Yep, free kick to Kangas. Tom Wisniewski. Declan Anderson went the big swing of the leg. You'd nearly do a hamstring swing in a big leg like that.
He had the hands on the head. I think she missed the big sticks too.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why he's up there in the forward line. Get down back, big fella.
I tell you what, Stephen, we didn't do our bloody what do we call it? Our homework either. So our sponsors are Filming Footy, Dartfish, Sports Interactive, River Radio, the Mildura Gateway and Custom by ORTC. I'm sorry guys, that's twice I've forgotten to mention you at the start.
Tom Wisniewski from point blank, 10 metres, straight in front. The steadier for the Kangas, he makes no mistakes. That's what we needed. 3 goals, trailing Robinvale 7-7. Breezy up here, she's coming from the due north, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not really sure where it's coming from. It's a bit bloody hard to tell from inside the box. Greg
grabs it over the top. Mead, the 1-2, back to Greg. He gets on that favoured left foot looking for Peake. Oh, it's done well by Romvale to spoil it. They get out of trouble. Braden Turner with the big leg out to the far wing, and it's Mensch again. He leads Headley. Gets it round the corner. The handball back inside to Zapier it is, and he's caught with it. He's had his chance, but he still gets a kick away. Johnson didn't want it bad enough. Cox grabs it and slaps her on the boot. Tom Wisniewski's underneath it. It goes over his head. He goes hard for it and taps it forward. Well done. That's all he could do. He had 2 blokes with him.
We're not really sure what's happened because once again Joe, he's in the road. Well, no, he's not in the road. We can see past Joe. We can't see past.
He's just got something in his pocket, that's all.
Yeah, I know he got in his pocket about 6 or 7 kilos, I'd say. Of last night's tea and biscuits, I'd say.
Yeah,
all
too
gets
many
thrown
cream
in.
cakes.
Good ruck there. All hits Buddy Bond in. Gets Falcon, I think. Good little kick into the air. Not 15. Oh, he didn't quite get a good handball out there by Hampton. Down the corner by Headley. Hacks it on the boot hard, looking for Duckmead, who can't quite get his hands on it. Tom Wizard's got hold of it now. Quick hands all out to Joshy Gregg. Joshy Gregg snapped around the corner, his left boot.
Oh, that's
another natural forward that doesn't even need to know where to go. He didn't even look at it.
He was looking at us.
He knew exactly where he was kicking
looking at us.
Joshy Gregg, he kicked more goals than his old man could ever dream of. Just for those of you out there that don't know, Joe, the cameraman, has had an affair with the Donna Gregg and come out with a
footballer.
With a good footballer. Must be all Donna's talents. Or Par's. I'd say it's probably Par's. Old Par.
I needed that. Oh, actually,
when I say old Par, I'm talking Donna's dad, because we all know how good Ronnie was, but we're just not sure how good Donna's dad was. I haven't seen him play the game, so that's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Last time I had a beer with Par, we got off the bloody bus after one of Josh's Sports Stars nights. It was a fairly entertaining evening. Ended up at Ouyen. He wasn't getting off the bus. That's what the party was. Ball gets thrown up. When Robinvale, only down as far as Hampton, who can't quite hold it. Smith goes in and tackles. 3 or 4 blokes go in.
Hampton.
Free kick to Scoot.
Alex Morris.
Didn't even say his name. He's on the bottom of that pack. Didn't realise. Big long kick. That's where the wind's going. Joshy Gregg can't quite get his hands on it. Peaky can't quite it either. Josh Gregg goes to ground. Duck gets there. Good tackle.
Oh,
Duck.
well trapped.
Dives on it beautifully. Headley. Quick handball out. Only as far as Summer Hayes.
He's missed it. Geez, Tom Wisniewski's been a little bit
influential.
In those last 3 contests, he's been influential.
And I'm liking...
he's nothing pretty, but his endeavour's pretty good, I tell you.
And you see the little bit of difference there, not having to go at Summer Hayes, but not burn that natural forward. He's looked off balance a second, he got hold of that football. Whereas natural forwards just love kicking goals.
He had a bit of pressure on him, though, to be fair. Braden Turner, back pocket, goes and finds in front of Lonnie Hampton. Number 9 it is. The other Mazzatesta. He goes in the centre, chopped off, well done by Tate Hullen. Centre of the ground, goes wide. Alex Morris, far forward flank, goes onto his right foot, looks for Peak, but he's outnumbered by 2. Grabbed by Summer Hayes.
He looked this time.
He's missed it. Touch, come on, what garbage is that? Oh, yeah, geez.
He just proved you wrong.
Yeah, he was a natural forward.
Have a look at the Tawara's paper. He didn't kick a goal there, boys.
Yeah, but the way he done it, natural
No, he
forward.
had actually a bit more time to look than he done it. Nice bit of roving out the back.
Apparently it was touched off his boot. So.
Which I didn't think it was anywhere near touched from here, but we are a long way away.
Nothing wrong with my eyes. Robinvale, the big kick. Davies in front, over the back. Monaghan gets a hand to it. Oh, Davey gets pushed out by Leon Johnson. So Nath Davey just outside 50. Who's he going short for? He's going to sit it out in front of Peak. Oh, he's got to bend them bloody hamstrings.
I could see that was almost a ping moment there.
Yeah. He's very, very well built. He doesn't have that lunge that he needs sometimes. Whack Lavoo and Peak. Peak's in front down to Tom Wisniewski, and he's wrapped up.
Yeah, actually I reckon Peaky did get that ruck contest. He's a big boy to be pushed around.
He's pretty powerful. He needs to do more of that,
Duck,
I think.
get in there. And yet that's not his best part of his game. When he's wrestling the goal square, he doesn't take many marks, but he seems to go right in the ruck, doesn't he?
Yeah. There you go, he's done it again. He's used his body well, but he couldn't quite get out. Cut off by Joel Grace. Back to his coach and Greg. Greg, the quick hands to Morris.
Too quick.
Misses Summer Hayes. Grabbed by Tate Hullen, who's grabbed by Braden Turner. What's going to happen here? Ball up. So 12 metres in front of the Kangas goal. Hullen flies over the top. Well done. Met by Summer Hayes. His name is Bull for a reason. He tried to bull his way through. What? Oh my goodness. He didn't have prior opportunity in my books. So Robinvale, the free kick deep in the back pocket. The kick to the near side with the winger. It's punched over the boundary line by Stanley Cox over the top of Leon Johnson.
Now I've only just had a little bit of information here. I wasn't really sure, but this little girl that's showing it in is Tash.
Yeah, I was
His
waiting for it.
Tashu's my cousin's girlfriend, I believe. So
well,
she's come all up from Ballarat to have a bit of a throw, so well done.
If you had got out of bed early, your mother told me that at 9:30 this morning.
I was travelling back from a funeral this morning, mate. I've done 1,000 Ks today.
She told me you were in bed asleep, so don't lie to me.
Anyway, her boyfriend in Adam's actually gone through to umpire at the Wentworth game today. He's at Wentworth. So.
That's good by Robinvale. Camera.
Oh, yeah.
A little camera again.
Oh, could have nearly been downfield, but it doesn't matter. He's slotted anyway. It's a nice goal by Robinvale. Chimera has slotted another one.
Little Chimera.
That's his second.
He might be little, but he knew what he was doing.
Score was 8 goals, 755 to 4-2-26 if you can't read it on the bottom of the screen. So the ball gets bounced in the middle of the square, in front of the Pingelly plumbing sign. Go at it. No one wins that. Goes straight to the bottom of the ground. Good tackle by Ouyen United, but still Robinvale run away. They get out of the middle. Tough work here from Gloucester. Doesn't get beaten in these situations very often. He's just hasn't quite got the pace, and that's well done. And I reckon Smith hit that or hit the post.
Yeah.
Smithy might have got a foot on that, but very quick there by that Margot. A very slippery sort of a fella. Magro. Ball comes long. Pulled the kick just a little bit. That's a nice way to kick there to Smith, who can't quite take it. And the ball gets thrown in right in front of Darren Gasper's hill. The future position of the media centre, Stephen, when we go full professional. I'll get the sack, cut the oranges.
Good on you. Bondi and whack Lavoo.
Oh, well, good.
Grabbed by Greg, he spins out and back into trouble. Oh, gee whiz, he copped it round the neck and everything. He's the only one wanting the ball. Bond and whack Lavoo. Bond gets in well, does well. Geez, having a go, the young fella. He gets it forward, well done, only as far as Zappia. He goes round the corner. Harry Scott gets some hands in there. Who we got? Joel Grace bursts through. His hands are a bit astray, don't meet. Simon Brown interferes with his player. Out in front of Magro now. Oh, well done by Gloucester. Over the top looking for Ryan Monaghan.
That's got him high, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon, no, he's actually all right. I thought it might have tipped him a bit high.
He's been celebrating his big goal.
They get sick of the stories down there, Nick, did they? You didn't want to tell them the 15th, 16th
How many
time?
did you kick? 10, 12, what?
Well, for those that don't realise it, we've just had Mr. Vine, and Mr. Vine has just walked into the commentary box with a big grin on his face after kicking 15, 16 goals. How many was it, Nick?
Just one.
Just the one. Celebrated like it was 15 anyway.
Yeah, they don't come round that often, so you've got to celebrate hard. Joel Grace, deep in defence for the Kangas. Oh, he plays on stutters, goes short. Beautiful. Kick in the end finds Alex Morris. He plays on, kicks it long down towards Sam Mead. Forward flank, grabbed by Robinvale, unfortunately. They go round the corner. Gee whiz, they used the ball well then. Bit of chase and tail there by the Kangas. Inboard, the left footer. Good stuff, cut off by Alex Morris. Yeah, he get the free kick there. He'd already got rid of the ball.
We've seen this umpire before, Steve, in the middle of the ground there?
No, I'm not sure.
I don't think we have, but he's actually liked the way he's umpiring. He's going good.
Lonnie Hampton fires in towards Zach Peake. It's punched away from him. Grabbed by Robinvale, their little left footers. Monaghan had to fly and he did. Mezzatasta goes back here, punched by Stanley Cox. Beautiful. Ryan Monaghan's in the hot seat with Mensch. And Zappia. Oh, Zappia comes through like a freight train. Grabbed by Tom Headley. He kicks it round the corner. Only as far as Robinvale. The kick in to the centre, looking for Turner. Turner takes it at centre half back. Pretty sure hands over the top, but he's miskicked it.
Scoop read that well.
Well down by Alex Morris, and he finds Lonnie Hampton. Far right flank for Kangas. Goes inboard and finds Sam Mead.
Duck, don't miss.
Well, he does.
Duck, don't miss. He's got the wind.
He's got a bit of wind
Mark
across
it,
him, mate.
Press the button now, mate. This is a goal. Press it.
He's going to have to kick it from 50, which
He'll
we
do
know
it
he
easy.
can.
No, he'll do this easy.
The wind.
They might as well just kick it straight to central umpire.
He's not kicking across his body, which is his strength, but he doesn't care.
Duck, don't miss.
What a goal by Mead.
There you go.
Important goal for Ouyen United.
He's the barometer, and when he's on, and he's got a fair bit of it this quarter, I'll have to say. Number 8, he's been influential.
They should be just saving time in this game and just going straight back to the middle when he's got a shot for goal.
That's good. He's
That's,
the barometer.
yeah, it always helps when you got the footy in the hands of your best users. It was Morris with the intercept mark, out to Hampton, and then this inboard kick to Mead, and he did the rest. Eddie knocks it forward, grabbed almost by Morris. He's sandwiched pretty quickly there by Neeland and Zappia. Eddie again, he's being awarded the free kick against Soda, goes to Bond. Little push in the back in the contest.
Yeah, Bonnie's getting a few.
The kick finds Hullen, doesn't quite grab, but he was taken down.
Too high was a call from the umpire.
This is the important kick, and it was not the kick Ouyen decided. Braden Turner with the good intercept mark. Here goes for the switch. Brown and Leslie. Brown brings it to ground. Hampton with the tackle, and well done by Leslie. Shrugs that. Kicks long to Mensch, who's got Niall for company. Niall worries him out of it, but just went over the shoulder. And he plays on Mensch onto his left foot. He's going to kick it to the top of 50. Neelan and Davey. Good strength by Davey. He's got short options on the wing. Finds Ben Niall, first senior game for the year. He's played 2 senior games and both against Robinvale. And almost the intercept mark by Eddie, but Anderson makes a spoil. Headley wheels around to his right foot. Greg and Turner. Greg with the strength, takes him on. I'm not sure why, but anyway, he's found space. Kicks it to the fat side of Peak. It's brought down by Foster.
Ooh.
It comes out to Mead. Right foot.
Don't miss, and he let me down.
He tried to straighten up the drop punt and went around his body a bit too far, but great one-on-one win by Greg. Would have been interesting if he had the leg.
Me a beer after that. He just never misses. Lets me down. And from point-blank range too.
Turner tries to take one down the middle. Davey and Gill, good contest. Davey gets it, keeps running to inside 50, chips it to Peak. Ball bounces, Peak spins around, handballs to Summer Hayes, doesn't quite hit the target, and that's nearly holding the ball. Hampton, he takes it over for the beyond of the spoil.
I tell you what, Zachy Peak had a lot of momentum there. He's a big boy and still pulled down with one hand. That's a pretty good tackle.
Another big bloke.
Ball's going to get kicked out from fullback. Not a lot on offer. Robinvale stopped with their run actually a little bit here. They're not leading up like they were the first quarter. Ball almost hit Buddy Bondi on the feet after he got knocked over in the contest, and the umpire will throw it up right in front of the Sav stand, Blackburn Park, on this great day. Oh, Bondi can't quite get that one. Robinvale wins it. Good shepherding in there as well. Looking for Harry Scott's got to get onto that, and he does almost. Can't quite get there. Smith gets under, gets a head-high contact and gets a free kick for it. Yeah, he wasn't the officiating umpire, but seen it. He probably had the best angle for that. Yeah. Good umpiring again.
Smith goes down the line. Turner and Hullen are in the prime position. Ball over the top, but doesn't kill it. Anderson, he's got the lead of Peak. It's a wobbler, but it's almost onto the chest. Dropped what he should have taken. And a holding free kick against Summer Hayes.
He lowered the eyes. Big Ando.
I was actually watching Peaky there. Was that kick there? I didn't actually see it. Grabbed over the jumper.
So yeah, I think Summer Hayes was holding on to Moy as he was chumming through. A 12-metre kick's awarded. Chip inboard. Zappia's going to take the uncontested mark. He's got people calling for it everywhere. He chooses to switch to the far side in front of the Melly Bakery sign, and they've got numbers inboard here. Leslie's got time and space. He's got too much time potentially. He just charges forward. Kicks it to the top of 50. Cox is streaming through. Good bit of body work by Nealon. Kamira's at the full. Nealon handballs it to Kamira. Handballs over the top. Magro, open goal square, does the job.
Done that well, didn't they? They just gave a bit too much room there from the back line, the Kangas. I think there's a few hands on heads. I reckon they might be blowing a bit, the Kanga boys. They have. Just an opportunity lost there with Ando put her out in front of the full forward who spilled it.
Yeah, just had a little bit too much wob on it. Pete got fair set of hands on it, just couldn't quite grab it. And then when Moi Moi got the free kick, they transitioned to play well, and Magro with the easiest of goals from the goal square. Leon Johnson back in the ruck. He hits it forwards. Morris with a big right fist takes it forward for Owen, but good clean up on the wing. They go to the far side where it's Leslie again.
Jim Valance.
There's a good little battle out there. They've got a bit of time to go one-on-one. Valance handballs it backwards to Headley. Right foot snap. Wisniewski's going to have to go against Waddy, and Waddy takes a mark. He chips it. Bit of time there. Mezzatesta. Low little boot to Nealon. He knocks it in front of a teammate. And they kept going here. This time, Matt Kamira kicks inside 50, trying to find his brother Dion, and he wraps up Scott in a tackle. Bond's got a big chance here against Gill. Gill just uses his size, kicks it sharp in the air. Morris takes the mark, not paid. The 15.
That was a Collingwood 15.
Very late in the second quarter. Gill taps it down. Smith sharks it. He handballs it to Morris. It's a high ball. Cox has to go. He does eventually. The ball falls out. Magro doesn't quite do much with the handball. Smith's handball smothered. Brown runs through. Takes the ball with him almost. But a little opportunistic snap. Just falls short.
Ooh, well done by Davey on the goal line.
Balance. He can wheel on to Headley. Oh, he gives Mensch a look at it, and Mensch just casually plucks at one end. They're going to have one last look. Left foot chip into front of Gill. Spoiled. Kamira can't quite gather it. Good pressure there by Morris. Niall takes him on, kicks it straight forward. Greg with the quick handball out to Mead. He goes inside. Fallon streaming through the middle. He's got Peake. Foster. Peake. Good body work. He couldn't afford to lead out and drop another one off the chest. He had to stand and muscle him out this time.
Yeah, he's blowing too, but Valance, I thought, he's just chipped that up, but he gave it a bit of air time to
push it the right side too, I thought. Yeah. Yep.
It's a smart kick by Jimmy Valance.
I reckon we can nearly write this one down too.
To bring the margin back to 23 points on the half-time break.
You think about the one that Zachy Peake just dropped off the chest a few minutes ago, then Robinvale kicked the goal. It could have been another, it should have been 2 goals closer than what it is. So Zachy Peake with his second, and
There's a void by that, I think.
Yeah, look, I know both sides looked like they were blowing a bit and not moving as good as they could have been at the end of that last quarter, but I still think they're looking not too bad, the Kangas, so it's got to kick a few.
Well, this third quarter's going to be defining, isn't it? Robinvale going to have the slight wind advantage, so Ouyen will just need to do their best to keep in the contest, try and sneak 1 or 2 goals back the other way and give themselves an opportunity come the last quarter.
But you think about the scoreboard of those 2 goals, 7 to 8 we'd be looking at now for, that had gone the other way, and all of a sudden you'd say, Ouyen United's probably had a pretty good quarter and outscored them, but as it is now, they're still chasing 4 goals, so it's going to be a tough ask after half time, and who knows what this wind will do. Blackburn Park can be a bit funny into the last quarter, and I suppose we'll see what's going on. One good thing about it, the one thing I've been whinging about today, Stephen, and I'm happy to whinge about it, umpiring's been pretty good today, I reckon, so well done, boys. Don't stuff it up in the second half.
You just jinxed it, right? of Alex Morris. Braden Turner, he's getting a lot of the ball across half back, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the loose man in this quarter. Ouyen have sent Holland back, and Cox is a spare man at this contest here. You have a run and jump. And the free kick was against Bond. Just sort of was holding on to Eddie.
Waklavu.
And he's going to go down the line. Leon Johnson in prime position, and this ball goes out of bounds. 7 minutes gone, a third quarter. And a good goal by James Zaffy, the only major score so far.
Bond and Johnson it is. Two big fellas. Oh, Bond done well, but grab back. Oh, Mensch is taken too high by Tate Allen. He'll get a free kick.
Bond's got to get out of the area, and he just does quick enough.
Mensch looks for the short one, plays on with his left foot, but only as far as Davey. Oh, and Hullen's got him again. And so what's he going to get? Free kick downfield?
Kick it back.
Yeah.
It's either downfield or... Yeah.
And it goes back to... It's going to be Magro. He's kicking on an angle, but only about 30 metres out.
Yeah, a little bit unnecessary there by Allen. Once they've kicked it, there's no point in touching them.
He's doing the right thing though, the discipline thing. He's running back to the goal square.
So Magro, a known goal kicker.
A known? Oh, he's pretty good.
And I've mozzed him there.
Well
He's
done.
pushed it across the face. .31 lead here.
Davey, he's had the ball all day. Goes short, looking for Cox, over his head, and it's marked by Nick Nayland. Oh, that was a poor, and he knows it too. Nice, Davey. Nick Nayland's going to have a shot pretty much directly in front from 40 metres by the time he kicks it. So, yeah, Nath Davies pretty dirty on himself.
Yeah, the ball just set up over the head of Cox, and Nealon had the chance here to make the Kangas pay. A very steady run up. He's going to have to...
One step, two step. Beautiful
Nails
goal. He knew what he was doing, we didn't.
Yes. He kicked straight through the ball and let the wind do the rest, and Kangas here got a lot to do.
A lot of work to do, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bit of sting around the game. The crowd hasn't made a lot of sound from down below. There's 6 goals the difference, or a bit better at this stage. So a bit of work to do by the Kangas. Any chance of this, they can't get outscored for the rest of this quarter. Could come home with that wet sail. Umpires will throw it up.
No real advantage gained from the ruck. Headley's wrapped up by 3 Eagles.
Quick throw up, ball goes up again. Tapped by no one in particular. Spin out of the road was Headley and couldn't quite get it clear, and will be thrown up again. Up it goes quickly. Thrown up. Tapped again, no one quite gets it. Headley gets a handball out. Only as far as Young. Oh, Valence is going to have to get rid of it pretty quick. He does, but he doesn't quite hit a target in Morris. Quick handball again to Valence. Cacks it around the corner. Going to put Peaky in the box seat. He's the first person to get back after it. Robinvale, it goes through. Looking for the quick one. Valence out wide. And Gracie has got it. And done what? Out of bounds in the full.
Yeah.
A bit more time than I actually thought he had then. Than he thought he had.
Yeah. Owen just missed a few clean handballs or opportunities. What was clean was Summerhays' little give up. That was very good, but Owen couldn't quite take their opportunity. So Moy, I think, will have the chance to bring it back into play. Here he goes, long down the line. Smith in front of Eddie. Great hands.
Good grab.
He's got Meatball inboard, but he's just couldn't quite get off the mark quick enough. Back off the mark quick enough, sorry.
What's this? I know.
Yeah.
Whistle play, but it's not, don't I?
I thought he was blowing a whistle. Play on for some reason.
Anderson
Declan,
traps
well
it,
done.
gets the ball, spills out. Summerhays tries to go through the legs,
Almost too high.
and the ball's still bobbling around in there. We can't really see what's happening.
Balance has been thrown to the ground.
Bloody hellfire.
No,
That's
I
a free
don't
kick.
think there is a free kick in that. I think he's going to cross his arms and throw it up.
I don't know what you say, but that's a dangerous tackle.
He certainly got ragdolled. There's no worries about that. I think
Peak.
he won another one.
Valance tries to come charging through, but well trapped there. Zappia. Handball out wide.
Good pressure.
Wisniewski's all underneath that. Takes a chest mark.
Was that tossed? That might have been touched off the boot, I think.
Had, yeah.
Had to be.
Because even he actually took off straight away, so he knew he didn't have the mark. So there must have been some loud calls from the umpire right in front of the I can't even see who's sponsor. Who was it?
Not quite
Property
sure.
Group. Alonzo, Property Group out there. There you go. Didn't even realise they were a sponsor of the club. I'm very sorry, gentlemen. Or ladies, whoever you are. Welcome to the club. Ball gets thrown up in front of the AgTech sign this time. Next to the fence sign. They're all over it out there, the guys. Oh, well done by Scoop. Handball out. Quick little hands by looking to Hampton. Looking to handball. Going to be a tough one there. Valance gets grabbed and he didn't have it. Great buttering up by Lonnie again. Handball inboard as far as again. One more quick handball. Couldn't quite get it out. Well tackled by Robinvale. Now they're in the box set again. Walk out beautifully. Quick little handball. Oh, nothing on offer, so he's looking for something that's a bit clearer. Duck's got him, can't quite get through their hand and grab him, and he has. That's on the ball and should be penalised and not. I think there's a blind turn there, which for my mind is private opportunity, but anyway.
Absolutely.
They have been consistent with it all day, these blokes, just the same.
Big spot forward.
Change.
Kamira somehow keeps his feet. He charges forward. He's run a long way. He kicks it in front of Magro, but Smith's there to butt up for Owen. Handballs to Gloucester. Little chip kick out wide. Grace has got a little bit of work to do. The ball sits okay. He kicks it over the top of Morris, and Eddie will take the uncontested mark. He chips it inside 50. Big spoil there. Well done. Comes out the Valance. He chaps it cleanly. Handballs to Hullen, who's got space, but he hasn't really got much to kick to. Takes off the inside option to Hampton, which is a good call. He's got Davey running inside, and he just waltzes past him and goes to Morris. Grace gets the kick by Morris. It just goes over Zappia. Grace, the left foot dribbler inside. Davey's got a lot of work to do here, and that's a high fend off, and great tackle by Moy. His elbow has not moved from where it started.
There is two very strong blokes going very hard at that footy.
Yeah, giving nothing away, were they? He went the old don't argue, but the other bloke wasn't giving him anything. No, Davies in amongst it again. It could nearly have been a try. Bounce down. Bond gets the tap forward as far as Moy. He traps it and gets it. Oh, only as far as Valance, who does his magic spin. Alex Morris, centre half forward. Goes forward looking versus Peak. Out in front, beautiful kick. He likes them ones, Peak.
Well-timed lead by Peak. As soon as Morris got the ball in his hand, he was off, and Morris did the rest.
Still be a tough goal from there.
Yeah.
Oh, he should be able to do that. That's his bread and butter, isn't it, boys?
We'll find out.
Oh, Jimmy Valance is getting into the game this second half. I'll give him that much. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That was a dirty old kick.
Yep, off the instep.
Oh, they're away. Straight away. They'll make us pay if we don't hurry up. The kick in as far as Robinvale. Oh, Hampton's in over the top of it. Now Headley. Now Joel Grace. Oh, well done there by Bolzumi.
And they've just kept it alive and moving here, Robinvale.
Yeah, they do. Geez, they're quick.
So
What was that for?
little sloppy over it.
Got him too high. Boy, Wisniewski. Kamara, is it? I'll take a punt. I can't quite see that far. Goes in. Oh, Tom Headley nearly cuts it off. Oscar Smith's got it.
Well played. Takes it out of bounds.
Safety of the boundary line on the 50-metre line for Robinvale. Yeah, what was a certain goal is now back down the other end of the ground.
So Ouyen have got 2 loose behind the play here, so Robinvale should be able to keep it in there for half anyway.
Yeah,
Bond gets the holding free kick.
Well, that's unusual.
Yeah, Gill's a little bit bemused by the call.
He had a piece of him, I think. I'm pretty sure. Can't see that far.
Davey
Davey plays on across the face of goal. Kicks towards Gloucester. Oh, he positions himself. Zapier, is it? Or
Waddy.
Waddy goes for home. The big kick, and it's across the face and out of bounds on the full. Liam Bond will take the kick.
If he moves it quick, he's got Wisniewski all by himself.
That's it.
He's kicked through it, but that's not going to be too unlucky for Wisniewski. He kicks it forward, and Johnson's got this. Oh, just go over Johnson's head. Anderson playing forward, mustn't have taken it cleanly. Grace handballs over the top to Greg. Handballs to Wisniewski. He's under the pump. Handballs to Grace. Good clean pickup. Little side step out. He somehow fashions the handball out to Hampton. He's worked out well, Grace. Hampton streaming through the middle. Got Mead short.
Shoot it.
He'd be wanting a nice short target somewhere.
Low percentage from that far, so he goes long looking for Peake, who's got 2 on him.
Where's the crumb?
Oh,
Summer Hayes.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Free kick. How's that? Mead over the top of...
Nah, Morris.
Who is it? Michael Zapier, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, he goes short and finds our man in
Kamira,
the old Holden. He kicks it round the corner and finds Bustle. Bustle at centre half back for Robinvale. Goes to the near side. Valance gets the hand in and spoils. Leslie, I think it is. Moi. He ducks and weaves and does it well. Valance is putting pressure on him. They're starting to panic a bit here. Moi, gee, he's slick, isn't he?
kicks it back to Zapier. He wants his left. He chips it behind Kamira. He gets rid of it just in time. They're trying to work the handle over top here. Leslie runs onto it. He's got Gill long. Cox almost cuts it off. It goes out the back. Magro's going to put pressure on Gloucester here, but Gloucester somehow found his way out of the little hole he was in. Holland handballs back inside to Bond. And that's it. Just doesn't quite get the leg onto it to Simon Brown. Mensch. He just has all the trust here in Waddy. Takes the mark. Ouyen have got plenty of representation behind the ball here. So you have to try and find something here, Waddy, and he gets the lead by Neelan.
Ball's out wide, Northwest Ag. It's chipped out, bit of an awkward looking kick out wide, but it's going to get the weight and get there. It's a nice mark there, well done by Magro. He's taking some nice grabs there.
Oh. Tommy, we just didn't have enough oomph in his spoil.
Pretty well welded kick, just the same, just over the back, and gave him every opportunity. He'll kick from right in front of the ambulance entrance. He's kicked one today. He has got the wind behind him, but it'll take a bloody good kick from out there. Being a left footer too, I believe, isn't he?
Yeah, Magro is a left footer.
So it's not really on the right side for him. I think he'll push it across the face. And he's kicked it straight through the middle, going by the goal umpire. He's pushed it nowhere but over the top of the goal umpire's head for his second.
Great finish by Magro. And good composed play by Robinvale. Ouyen had the numbers behind the ball and they just found the hole, and that's all you need to do.
Have a look at the goal umpire, though. He almost got to an angle that Donald McGregor gets after a good night in the session. Like, he shouldn't be able to come back from that. He should have been arse over backwards, but no, he's held his feet.
He watched too much telly, though,
He got excited. He didn't know which bloody post to run towards, and all of a sudden, no, I'll look straight over my head and almost fall over. Love the antics from the umpires.
Good bit of reward for effort there for Robinvale. The ball's been in their half for most of this quarter, so they took that opportunity.
Johnson and Bond.
Bit of carry on somewhere in the crowd there. Nice stern voice.
Something happened.
Johnson wins the tap. It goes straight to me. The kick smothered off the boot. Bulzumi came in from the other side. Grace handballs at Bond. Can't quite get it cleanly. Scoop puts his head over the ball. And good aggression there from Palata.
clutter, and the ball gets thrown up. 10.5 forward for United. Bondi can't quite get that tap either. Gets beaten. Duck gets a hacked out ball out wide. Going to put Smith under all sorts of pressure. Does a good job to even get his hands on it. Spins out of control. Gets a kick onto it. Won't be 10. Bull somebody's going to get underneath that and play fair. Smith goes out wide. Right in front of the old bike track over there. And will be thrown in on the forward flank of Ouyen United.
Couple of good efforts there by Smith.
Hope we pronounced that right. Ball gets thrown in right onto the 50-metre arc. It'll be thrown in. It's thrown up now. Oh, good work again by Johnson. Taps it straight down, but not to anyone in particular. Ball gets bounced out like a pinball. Goes out wide, and we've got Leslie out wide. Handball around. Oh, well worked here. And they're looking for the big fellow in Gilly and can't quite get there. Smith does a good job once again. Looks for the handball. Hacks around the corner looking for Tony Harlan on the right boot. And he does it beautifully. Chips it out wide. This is always a risk when we do this sort of stuff. Out to the thug in Brown. Brown gets it over the top. Looking pretty good little chip here. Duck don't miss in the middle of the ground on his own. Looking for options.
Mead has to take off a tough kick, and Smith did the hard work but dropped it at the end. The ball comes out through Moi. Bond can't quite lay to smother, and Johnson takes the mark, quickly handballs to Kamira, and he's got Nealon streaming through. Chips it over, and he kicks a goal.
Geez, they can make you pay easy, can't they?
Second goal for Nealon in this quarter.
They can make you pay. They've got a full head of confidence at the moment, the Eagles. They've put a big old gap in this third quarter, which always seems to be the danger quarter, doesn't it? For the Kangas anyway. Don't need to go in for that half-time huddle. Hello. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Commentator's put a beanie on his head. Well. Hey, welcome to the brethren, mate. Hey?
Only a couple minutes remaining in this third quarter. Johnson beautifully down. He broke straight through Headley. Left foot kick, dribbles inside 50. Magro can't quite gather cleanly. Kamira can. Little side step back to Nealon. Handball goes nowhere. Hullen gets the body out to Brown. He can't quite take it cleanly under pressure. Niall can't either. And little snap kick. Just goes across to the minor score. So Owen just be looking to take the sting out of this in the last couple of minutes. 49-point lead to Robinvale. They've played this quarter quite well. Done what they needed to do.
Tate Hullen it is. He goes really long for Davey. Davey nearly gets it. Ben Nile roves it well to Stanley Cox. He goes the big kick. Blake Smith punches it away. There's the three-quarter time siren. 6 goals, 5-41 United, and Robinvale put a gap in it. 13-12-90. They got away from them that quarter.
Yeah, Robinvale is that fraction cleaner, and the likes of Moi and Turner in defence just were able to use the ball really cleanly, find the correct option, and just firstly stopped Ouyen from scoring and also facilitated a lot of their attack. Ouyen seemed to be out a fair few times and missed that one handball and missed the target, and that would impact the rest of the channel. Thought spot?
Yeah, look, I think Robinvale are actually doing a really good job here, and Robinvale used to doing a really good job in actually crabbing the ball backwards. Every time they get a hard ball get or a contested ball inside a pack situation, they've got 1, 2, 3 quick handballs out the back, and that seems to give them overlap to start finding good players there. Their consistency in actually doing that is really impressive, and you can just see that they're just a well polished little machine. And I think Ouyen United are going to have their work cut out in the last quarter, albeit they will have the wind, and it's a lot easier kicking goals with it than against it. But they're looking at 8 goals to even break close to even, so they're going to have to work pretty hard, Ouyen United. mate. We as I walked the MCG yesterday, I remember seeing the
Can you tell me what you remember to say?
No, I am. I just was showing a piece of paper for my fellow commentator. So the sponsor today are Filming Footy, Dartfish, Sports Interactive, Radio, River Radio, the Mildura Gateway and Custom ORTC. But we were talking about the double fault ace game at the National Tennis Centre, and I was showing the wife the actual court that appeared on, Barry. So there you go. Back when you were watching tennis about 25 years ago, the ball gets thrown up and the ruckman will go out. Coxie with a big win forward only as far as Summerhays, crashes through the pack as far as Scoop, hacks it on as hard as he can kick it forward, which I think looks really good. Smith can't quite get it. Few changes gone for Ouyen United so far this quarter, and Headley will stand the mark here in the forward flank.
James Zappy has been very good for Robinvale. Finds Mezzatesta, who's also been very good. Their mosquito fleet of hard runners have been all over this game.
Yep.
Eddie takes the mark. He handballs. Kick inside 50. Davey and Gloucester against Magro. Magro does enough, brings it to ground. He'll get his opportunity here. Finds his left boot. Magro just misses. There was a 2-on-1 there for Owen, and Magro brought it to the ground and gave himself and Nealon a chance, and he almost made the Kangas pay. Good little gridiron throw there by Oscar Smith to get the ball back into Davey's hand.
The wind advantage has disappeared, unfortunately, boys. Davey it is. Kicks it in from full back. Big kick, looking for Gloucester. It's punched away from him. Over the top is Summerhays. Valance gets the hands across, back to Gloucester. Back to Valance. He fends off, goes the underground, but only as far as Johnson. He's back to Valance. He tries tapping it forward to the advantage of the Kangas. Grabbed by Greg, round the corner, only as far as Turner. He's scrubby old kick. Back to Mezzatastu, back to Bustle, across to, who have we got?
Zappia.
Michael Zappia. Back to Bustle. Oh, he's missed it. We got Leslie, and he goes inboard to Moy. Running off is number 18,
Ivenko.
Yeah,
Cosy Ivenko just missed the kick. The chip goes to Greg.
Have a bounce, Greg.
Right.
He tries to take it slow. He's got a good lead there by Smith. Takes the chest mark. It's been one of his better games in attack here, Smith. Presented strongly.
Smith. Yep.
Provided an option at the very least. Kicks a bit too hot for Brown. Kamira handballs over his head. Hun, good clean hands. He handballs it in hope. Valance shrugs one. Gets there to get rid of it. He does just in time. Smith, soccer off the ground. Bustle went in hard. Summerhays, quick handball up to Brown. Not much on the kick. And again, the clean-up crew for Robinvale's at it. Ienko. Well smothered there by Holland. Handball goes back out. They've just got time here. Ienko gets it forward. Smith. Scott takes the mark.
Harry Scott, the little short kick to James Valance. Jimmy Valance it is, sorry. Kicks it inboard and finds Tom Headley in the centre of the ground. Tom Headley will look to go long. He kicks it up and under. High mongrel. Can Peak park under it? Yes, he does. That's pretty good. He had 3 blokes on him.
Beer going everywhere.
I've tried to give our fellow commentator Munro a chance on the mic, but he spilled everything, including his liquids.
His beloved liquid.
Cup of tea's hit the ground. I will apologise.
Anyway,
Zachy Peake's got this one. Should kick this goal.
30 metres directly in front. He stabs at it, but straight through the high diddle.
That is his third. I tell you what I'm liking to see. I reckon the first half, young Valance was well held and
never saw him. Yep.
Had a good quarter last quarter, and his first 4 or 5 minutes of this quarter has been as good as anyone on the ground, I think, actually.
For an 18-year-old, he's going pretty well, isn't he? Yeah, I agree there.
So I'm not sure he's got a different opponent or what it is, but he's certainly shown a little bit the last couple of minutes.
Oh, he's mixing it with some pretty polished footballers out there.
He's about 4'2" himself, and he's towering over his opponent.
He's got a nice low centre of gravity. And Cox is in the middle. Blake Smith went forward. I think he did anyway. And there he is, still forward.
Cox,
Stanley
got
Cox
set
against
coming.
Leon Johnson. Oh, grabbed there by Robinvale. Geez, that was slick. Moi. Oh, he spilled it. And the tap forward. Leslie, it is, swoops on it, but he's shrugged the
well
tackle
done.
from Mead. Gets through, going towards Magro, punched over the back by Davey.
Oh.
And he punches it again. Desperate stuff. Lucky to not put it in the back. Oh, grab by. Oh, gee whiz, they're quick. Gee, the pressure that's on the Kangas defence, boys, I tell you.
Nayland got hurt in that contest where he sort of got half tripped or fell over his own toes or whatever it was. I don't think there was anything there in it, but
Good second effort there by Nath
they
Davey.
only had a bounds there. Couldn't it have been on the full?
Anyway,
Must have just got that. Young fella's all over it. He was there. Hang on, he's having 2 goes, 3 goes. He throws in. Good throw, young fella. Cox gets it, He hits it as far as hanging on. Not there. What Robinvale in the van there. Oh, he's got it. Handball over the top. Well smothered by Declan Anderson. And we are directly in front of the RTA Ag scoreboard that's been gone for 25 years. Boundary umpire has actually encroached about 10 metres, I reckon, over the point post, but anyway.
He's a big tall bloke, he shouldn't have any problem.
Throws it up. Cox has got it. Goes down as far as Gloucester. Cox gets his handball out. Can't quite get anyone. Oh, it's almost on the full, but not quite.
off the hand, I don't think suffices for out of the full.
It bounced down and hit a foot, mate. If you watch the we need a replay. Barry, there's a big screen. We need a replay. We need a replay.
You don't need a replay. It'll only confuse you.
Never been wrong yet, Steve. Just ask my wife.
Cox smashes it towards the boundary. Greg Verhemel back to Anderson. He puts the right boot into it and it just stays in, but Leslie takes the intercept mark. He's got Moi inside, finds him well. And they're going to use the switch. It was an interesting kick, but there's time here for Waddy to clean up. He dances around Summerhays. The left foot wobbler over the top of Nealon. Smith's got it out the back. Little chip kick. Anderson. The umpire called not 15 early.
Front on contact, just the same.
Yeah, that's the one.
You had a tackle front on it. The marking contest was insufficient because the kick wasn't far enough, and Robinvale scored behind.
I'll tell you what, mate. You start schooling me on these sort of things, you're going to ask you to stay below over the next bloody 3 or 4 weeks.
Spot on.
I know he's spot on, but that's not the point. He's supposed to be biased like the bloody rest of us.
You're not allowed to interfere with the play. I don't give a shit what you do.
No, if you haven't got your eyes in the ball,
Davey
you can't
chips
be.
it to
I
Greg.
agree. Yeah.
I disagree.
Gloucester. Chip kick to
15.
Headley. Scott has to backpedal and Headley just put a little bit too much on it.
One more crunch.
At least that cockroach is dead. It's going to be a throw in here.
Thank you.
Just the Robinvale side of centre wing. The boundary umpire coming a fair way, so it's almost going to be in the centre square by the time it's thrown in. Don't mind that though, creates plenty of room around the stoppage.
Okay.
Eddie
Nice
taps
ball.
it out forward for Ouyen. Grace. Oh. Umpire's pinged him for a throw.
Zappia.
And not. Geez, they spread well there. Did Robinvale. And it's a little easy chip over the top. And Mezzatesta will have a chance here.
The whole umpy nearly ran into Oscar Smith's hand. Nearly KO'd himself.
Probably get 3 weeks for them, though.
Wouldn't be like a Smith to give an
He
elbow.
had his arm outstretched pointing to his teammate and the umpy nearly ran straight into it.
His old man was known for having very solid elbows.
Back in the day, we'll say.
Yeah, back when it was appropriate on the football field.
It was never appropriate, mate.
Maybe tolerated a bit more. That's probably the...
oh, that's a better term, mate.
Yeah. Anyway, Smith takes the mark.
Oscar Smith goes short looking for Tate Hullen. See, there's good use there by 2 kicks by Davey and Smith. Hullen in the centre of the ground. He'll go short and he'll find Joel Grace. They use it well when they want to. Grace, can he go? Goes really long. Looking for Peake. Peake's got 3 on him. Over the back, Cox, no. Summerhays runs over it. Grabbed by Robinvale and he's tackled. And what's the umpy say?
His ball.
Oh, it's my ball.
Yeah, good crumb there. Well, almost scrum there by Sunraysia. He's found himself in the right position a lot of times.
Square. That's good.
No one really wins the tap, but the second tap by Johnson comes to a bit of a contest. Zapier finds his mate in Zapier, and they've come out here in the speed. Almost taken there by the youngster from Robinvale. The ball bounces into Scott and forward. Oh, soccer in danger. That's the easiest soccer in danger you'll see.
You didn't lose a head.
Lonnie Hampton will grab it. Kicks towards the centre of ground, towards his coach in Greg. Greg takes a mark. Wheels onto the left and finds Brad Summerhays.
It's a crowded inside 50, so he has to wait and gives it to Morris. And he's got a raking long kick on him. Our fellow commentator, Spot Munner, has already put it in the book.
He's a good enough kick to do it, and as an elder statesman of the club, I reckon his team needs it.
Very much so. He's one of the more loved players out there, Scoop. Trains and repairs as well as anyone at the club. He wheels around, gives it a fair old roost, just misses to the near side.
He had the distance, no worries.
Plenty of instruction being barked by Nathan David to make sure his team's set up.
It's getting pretty dark and gloomy here.
Yeah. Probably 15 minutes to go.
No, not that dark.
And Cox takes the intercept mark.
Cox, he might have a shot. He's going to have to kick it all of 50, and he's on a very acute angle, but he's a pretty good kick of the footy, and why shouldn't he have a shot? There's about 25 Robinvale players inside 50, so...
It's 16. 18 minus 2, 16, so that was an easy bit of counting.
Yeah, there you go.
Cox.
Oh, and he's had a shot, and he's pulled it to the near side, so 2 points. They're going to play on straight away. They don't muck around. They've got the numbers there. The kick out, Braden Turner. He comes straight back across goal. Oh, I think he's muffed it. Cox is going to stop him. Oh, it's out of bounds. Oh, there.
Yeah, that's my relation. Looking at
Yep, they're arguing the point, but too bad. She knows her stuff. Braden Turner doesn't normally make too many mistakes or clangers like that, but... So the ball in, the forward line for the Kangas. Stanley, Cox and Johnson go at it. Picked up by Summerhays, and the quick snap by whom was that, Greg? Cox again. One behind.
Time to set up. The ball's gone almost to bloody, almost to Bendigo.
Yeah, the youngsters taken out of the...
I reckon it's another Carl. Go on.
Here she comes.
So Turner with the football that was not taken home.
No, it's a different colour footy. It's blue. And he missed a setter, so he could have kicked 4, which would be a bloody good return for the lad for the day.
Anyway, don't be surprised if he sticks it up you later on.
Yeah, well, that's every opportunity. There'd be most players. If they all watched the replay, there wouldn't be too many upset with me.
I think you blew the microphone in.
Went a bit loud, did it, mate?
Sticky then.
Ah.
Sorry, don't bit of apology.
Joe the cameraman's got to get his stuff together. He's missing buttons and pressing the wrong things. And good tap there. Oh, only as far as Robinvale. I thought Headley had that under control. Smith can't quite get him. Davies can't quite make the tackle. There's plenty of tackles in there, and there's 3 or 4 going. And it sounds like he's kicked it. No, he's missed it for behind the stick.
Oh, we're getting into it early. The celebrations.
Yeah.
Didn't you like the way they ran off each other, man?
Hard to compare.
No, you go. Well, we're fighting over microphones.
Davey, a bit of a scrubby kick. Zapier.
Oh,
sorry.
Well done. Boy,
not Zapier, but it comes top of the square. Davey should mark that. Good contest by Kamira. And well done by Scott to get the kick to Valence. He takes on the inside option in Headley. He got Smith if he goes the other side, but he's got Hampton in the middle, which is just as good as any option. He reels around. He shrugs a tackle with ease.
That was close.
Peak. The ball comes to Greg. Taps it towards Cox. Little handball to Peak on the left. Very nicely finished by Peak. Good heads-up play by Greg to knock it towards Cox and Peak, and they eventually sorted it out, and that is number 4 for Peak.
Well done by the backman in Harry Scott and Jimmy Valence to get it into the centre to Tom Headley, who's had a good game, and he then found Hampton, who was evasive enough to keep his head and have a shot towards the forwards.
Yeah,
and a little tricky little hand by Josh Gregg as well.
Yeah, I thought Hampton was going for all money when the tackle came from his blind side, but just a little shrug and
give us a score, please.
No
Nick.
dramas. 32-point lead to Robinvale. 16.5 minutes gone in the last quarter.
9 goals to 13. Bond wins the tap, but only as far as Robinvale. Round the corner, Zapier it is. He goes looking for our little speed demon in Kamira, is it? Yep. Hampton's beats Robinvale to the ball. Back to Smith. Oscar Smith, he gets it back to Hampton. Inside too hot for Harry Scott. Grabbed by Robinvale. Geez, they use those hands well, don't they? Until he fumbles it. Oh, Oscar Smith chops it off well. He goes short, too short. Hampton again, looking for Smith, but Tom Headley gets a big long kick.
He's seen one.
Yeah,
Cox.
Stevie Wonder's found one.
Took the mark regardless. Hullen, great hands. He's given himself a good angle to kick to find someone inboard. Morris takes the mark, couple of steps, and he's kicked it.
Well done, Kangas. That was done well by the backman again. That's all been set up from down back here. Couple of clean grabs up forward and a good finish by Alex Morris.
Sad thing is, United looked good when they got the footy in their hands. Steve. They had plenty of chances.
I know the heat might have gone out of the game, but that wasn't too bad. There's still plenty of pressure.
Good to see, and there's only 4 goals of difference, really, or a bit over 4 goals, but United's showing a little bit of character here, which is good to see. They haven't capitulated completely. They're having a bit of a dip, which is good.
No, Oscar Smith and Lonnie Hampton, Tom Headley, they worked it well out of the back line. Are under extreme pressure. Oh, Big Bondi rises over the top. Oh, what's that now? Oh, free kick to Alex Morris. Well done. In the centre of the ground, goes long, looking for Peak. Can he outmuscle his player? No, he can't. It's still in it. Oh, Greg. Josh Gregg through. Oh, he can't quite get it. Oh, and Robinvale rushed it over the boundary line, over the goal line.
Greg's not often, when he gets to that situation, doesn't miss many of them, I wouldn't have thought.
His eyes
lit up. You like sauces.
Yeah.
Name in the paper job coming.
Who we got here? Nico. Moi, is it?
Kick it, young fella. You know how to hatch it.
Moi from full back. Goes very long and beautiful kick.
They're out here. They got one on the wing. No one on him.
Yep.
They got the over the top.
Balzomi. He goes onto his left looking for Johnson, who's standing by himself. The 50. Oh, he played on, nearly got tackled or didn't get tackled. Lost at the big fist.
He could have been tackled.
Magro.
Well
Look at
done.
the inside-out turn there.
Yeah, well done to Magro. That's his third.
Yeah, that was a bit too easy, unfortunately, boys, from one end to the other in 4 kicks.
Bit of a mismatch like in basketball there. I reckon Niall was going back with the ruckman. Cox caught a little bit behind, and Niall sort of worried about his direct opponent there and peeled off onto his man and left Cox's man with the actual transfer, which is that happens.
It was Johnson burnt Bond. Bond just couldn't quite keep up.
A couple of young fellas will learn from that, I hope. So
yeah, well, you'd hope they will. It's good experience for them. They're young kids. They've got plenty of football ahead of them, so there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. We've all made plenty of mistakes.
You just said you haven't.
No, I don't know whether I've ever said that, Stephen.
He says never been wrong. Never said he hasn't made mistakes.
That's what I was talking to my wife. That's a big difference. Ball
So
gets thrown up again. Cox will go at it. Good work there by Robinvale. Good shepherd as well to give him a bit of space. Geez, they're quick, Robinvale, aren't they?
Jimmy's up here on his left. Goes over the top, and no one from home is able to spoil it forward. Eddie, clean pick up. Handball to Mezzatesta. Just leaves him a bit to do, but he's able to do it. No look handball. Glossed it. Had it. Lost it. Kamira. Sorry, I haven't called Kamira's name correctly there because it was
Uduka, Letitia, whatever his name is.
And he misses.
We're going to call him Smith because we can't actually decide on what his proper name is. We will apologise for his mum if she happens to be watching and we're getting it wrong all day.
He didn't go very well in English at school, neither of us.
Davey runs around Neelan, goes straight down the guts. A bit of a job here for Wisniewski. Makes a good contest.
Oh, well done.
The ball
well
feels the
done,
Cox. He sockers it to Brown and it's bumbling around. Clean hands, almost by Robinvale. Mead over it, gets it to Wisniewski. He loves to kick the footy. He wasn't going to handball that, and it's to Ouyen's disadvantage. Waddy, he's going to turn back inboard to Zappia on his left, and that's going to stay in play. Falls to Anderson, one hand pick up, gets a bit of a kick away, and Scoop comes flying through.
That's a great pick up.
But good pressure nonetheless by Matt Kamira, and he creates a turnover. Mezzatesta, and that's a well weighted kick. And that's Dion Kamira.
Looking to pass it, but two or three of his teammates screaming at him kick a goal, and I think that's the right move. It's going to be a tough kick from there. I know the wind has dropped off, but it's still hard from that position.
Especially late in the game.
Actually, there's hardly a ripple in the trees at the moment. I did say at half-time that Blackburn Park's a bit renowned for dropping off in that last quarter or swinging.
Wind advantage disappears, doesn't it?
So he wheels around to get that extra little bit of distance, and he's pulled it.
One behind. Ball gets chipped out wide. Greg's got this one. Wheels on his trusted left. Makes it hard for Summer Hayes, but he's up to the task and gets it there.
Passes it back to Greg. Jeez, he leaves a lot to Brown. Brown was good enough.
Oh, 50-metre penalty, bit of lip there from the umpire.
To the umpire, yeah. Magro going aggro, not sure quite.
Oh, that's the quote of the day. Quote. He thought about that Wednesday night. There's no one known that's just come into his head. That's another 50. That is another 50. He's giving him another one. That's another 50. He's copped a bit more lip. I'll tell you what. Magro's going aggro. That is goal. And I tell you what, he's not even showing signs of slowing up.
Simon Brown, it's still a fair old kick, but
he's not a bad kick of the footy.
He's gone
distance might worry him, but
he's gone from taking a dicey mark in deep inside 50 to potentially getting a goal.
Come on, Simon. Oh, he's had a crack. Beautiful.
Oh, poster. Very unlucky.
Oh, Simo. That was your glory. We would have cheered you off.
It's amazing how a post is only 6 inches wide, and yet even last night's game, there was 10 balls hit that post. It's amazing how many do.
Moore is trying to create a bit of run off half-back late in the game. He handballs back into the centre. Little fumble, but good clean set of heels to find the space. Leon Johnson can't quite mark. Good spoil by Cox. Falls out the back. Robinvale got representation, but Cox just gets in and grabs it. Simon Brown gets the handball to Smith. Right foot snap inside 50. Morris is going to go hard here for Ouyen, but it falls out to Peak. He shrugs the tackle, handballs it to Summer Hayes.
Good hands.
Has a quick sight at the goal.
Oh, Summer Hayes kicked another one. He's proven me wrong. He wasn't He wasn't even looking at the goals and he slotted it, and I think that's his third. He's kicked 3 and there's 2 he could have kicked. I tell you what, he didn't even look at him then. Did not even look at him.
At half time. He's sticking this up here, mate.
Well, I tell you what, he's kicked 3 goals, missed a sitter, and then a bit unlucky on the other one. So he could have had 5 goals. He could have had a day out. He could have been the leading goal scorer on the ground.
He found himself in some great spots, and as a small forward, that's all you can control. And when you get a great handball over the top by Peak, you just got to take that opportunity.
No, as a small forward, your job is to kick 1 or 2 goals. He's kicked 3, could have kicked 5. He's had a day out. Well done, Sunraysia.
So Ouyen have butchered up their numbers here. They've got 7 forwards, but we'll see how it works out. Magro comes flying through to Zappia, who has a left foot dinky kick into the middle.
Grabbing, boys.
Magro taps it down to Moi. He's been prolific in this last half.
Yeah.
Zappia off the outside of the boot, and Smith can take it and go, but he doesn't quite take it. Tries to break the tackle, and that's well done by the Robinvale player there. Mezzatesta it was, sorry.
Should have been holding the ball potentially, yeah. But he did get his proper handball. He only got 360 degrees, not like Valenzuela was 2 full laps around the world.
Magro's come out of full forward. He's angry as all hell. Tim's lost that.
The throw-in's a bit short of where the Rucks were expecting, but Johnston adapted well. Sockers it forward. Kamira just jogging after it, and it's out of bounds.
I'd say both ruckmen standing on the point of the square when that was thrown in. I mean, that's a 45-metre throw from the boundary. I'm not sure what they're expecting them to do. Too far. They've been too far back all day, the ruckmen, I reckon. Most of them have actually fallen short of the ruck contest all day. They've just misjudged it. There's plenty of time in the air. The umpire's doing a good job. I reckon the 2 ruckmen all day have just missed it.
Oh, I agree with that. Good pick up. Mezzatesta kicks it top of the square. That's a great mark.
Smith.
Mezzatesta, I think, had a lot of things going on in front of him. The Kangas players collided.
Hurt there, yeah.
And Mezzatesta read it best, kept his eye firmly on it, and took a great mark.
I reckon there's a fair chance that Smith's got a knee print from Grace right in the middle of his guts, I reckon. Hit pretty hard.
To cap off his day here, Mezzatesta. He'll kick it from about 35, small angle, and he's done the business straight over the middle, and that will be a good way to cap off his day.
Putting a bit of pressure on them then. The Kangas have put a bit of pressure on Robinvale.
Yeah, look, it hasn't been all Robinvale's way. Robinvale looked like they're going to bust the game open all day, but United's pressure and tackling and the spoiling when it counts has been really good. So look, I don't think United can say they've actually capitulated. I think they've done a pretty good job. They just need to probably hold that 3rd quarter, which got away on them.
So Bond against Johnson. Magro, as we said, has put himself into midfield here, and it goes to Mezzatesta, who just bounces off everyone and gets a little kick forward to Kamira. He goes deep. There's 2 Kangas there. The ball comes to ground, and Mezzatesta, 2 in a minute. Well crumbed.
You don't want to let him off the chain, do you?
And that is the small forward's opportunistic goal.
Very quick, wasn't he? Quick to recover. Good footy.
The Mezzatesta boys and Anthony and I think it's James or Joseph. What have I done there? Joseph, sorry. They've been very prolific. Clean in their gathers, and then they use the ball well, make great decisions.
Nothing wrong with being close to the ground, mate, is there?
So Robinvale have had 10 goal kickers today, which is pretty impressive out of their 22.
Waddy knocks it forward. Morris gathers and he's wrapped up. Mezzatesta showing his defensive side there. No one really wins the tap. Falls to Mezzatesta. He handballs out.
Organised play. Ouyen United 11 goals, 10-76 to Robinvale Euston 16-18, 1-1-4 with a fairly comprehensive win today. Yeah, tough game for Ouyen United. I think they've played pretty good footy, but just fallen short.
Yeah, and I think Robinvale's depth through the midfield and having some class users like Moy and Michael Zapier too at times and half back, just being able to clean the play up and get the ball going their way, whereas Ouyen often just had that missed kick or that missed handball or misstep going through half back and midfield, and Robinvale were able to get the ball going the other way.
Yeah, when you have a look at Robinvale, they've had 10 goal scorers that have sort of shared the load. You've got Ouyen United with 6, and out of that 6 you've got Tom Wizzer, Alex Morris, Sam Mead and Joshy Gregg all sort of playing through the midline or even the back line to kicking goals, and you've sort of relied on Summer Hayes and Pete to kick the bulk of them. So, Robinvale's actually stretched really well today, and I thought they've run really well. They've handballed very well behind the pack. The 2-3 handballs going straight backwards, crabbing backwards has been absolutely sensational to watch, and I think they're just too strong for Ouyen United. Probably as good a side as they can put on the park, and Ouyen United probably got a few out, but you can only play who's in front of you, and I think Robinvale was too strong today.
Yeah, I think their mosquito fleet was as good as you'll see. The Robinvale boys, without slagging their big names, I think those little short stocky blokes, they take some stopping.
They've been their top 4 or 5. They're little blokes, I reckon. Yeah. Absolutely on the ground, little low between only just them. So yeah,
I can't disagree with that. For the Kangas, I think you'd find it hard to go past the likes of in the first half probably Tade Hulland and Sam Mead, but after half time Tom Headley probably put in a whole game.
Yep.
Oscar Smith.
Oscar Smith was good, I reckon. Davies was really good early, but sort of died off a little bit.
Blake Smith was the 4-quarter performer. Stanley Cox was probably the best for the whole 4 quarters, I'd say.
Yep. Alex Morris done a little bit throughout the game. In the last probably 10 minutes he didn't see much of Valence, but geez, he had a quarter and a half there where he just dominated the game, and you see a young kid just do stuff like that, and you think, well, when he builds a tank, gets that little bit bigger, starts eating a little bit too much KFC and puts a couple of kilos on, you can see him being, you can actually see him being a real dominant force in Sunraysia, but he's just not quite there yet.
He's got a ton of guts, though, I'll give him that much.
Yeah, he goes good. He's a good user of the football too, so. Look, one of those things, Ouyen United have gone down by, 5, 6 and a bit goals, but at the end of the day, can't be that unhappy with the way the boys have played. Robinvale Euston just too good, and I tell you what, Stephen, I haven't mentioned it too much today because I've been a bit bloody criticised a couple of weeks ago, but I actually thought the umpiring today was probably as good as we've had for the entire year, if not for 2 years. I've been critical, and I'm happy to be critical when I don't think they do it right, but I think today they've been really good.
So that's all from Blackburn Park. Robinvale 16 goals, 1,814, running out comfortable winners against Ouyen United, 11 goals, 10-76. Thank you to our sponsors, Spot, who are
Filming Footy, Dartfish, Sports Interactive Radio, River Radio, I've said that wrong 5 times today, Mildura Gateway, Custom ORTC. On behalf of Joe the cameraman, Lockie, our stats man, have eaten all the lollies. We've got Nick, myself and Steve. Thank you very much for coming to Blackburn Park once again and enjoying our footy.
Enjoy the ball.